Hello, and welcome to the panel. The very cleverly named regular roundup of what's good and also possibly sometime what's bad in comics. So, I'm Chris Diestler, manager of True Believers Comics and Gallery, Santa Fe's premier comic shop. And to my right, Bram Meehan, among other things, one of the masterminds of the 7000 BC local comic book collective. Every year we ask our loyal customers to deliver what they thought were the best reads of the year, and he's always Johnny on the spot. It's like, yeah, here you go! So,
I spent way too much time thinking about this.
Me too. Hours, really. So today we're going to mention some of our favorite reads of 2008, the ones that we both happened to agree on this time around. Superheroes for the Hot Topic set turned out to be pretty cool! Who would have guessed? Not I.
The big point of the solicit was that it's by the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. It didn't exactly fill me with confidence. And
who is My Chemical Romance?
Don't even.
Reminded me of Hellboy in the sense that it's like supposed to kind of be silly, but I didn't really get that at first.
It's funny,
it's wacky,
it's clever, but you kind of have to put the pieces together yourself. It jumps around a little bit in time, and then there's references made that kind of go back and forth to it. It's one of the reasons why it's really kind of smart writing, I think.
It took me a while to get into it, again, because I'm like, wow, My Chemical Romance, this can't be any good, but, Goth Justice League gets the job done. Picture, if you will, Tony Stark, who is Iron Man in the Marvel Universe, except not a douchebag, also rich, but doesn't have armor and doesn't have military contracts, but just knows some really rad kung fu.
It's martial arts, it's kind of mystical, it's just really clever is what it is, and it's a fast-moving, several plot lines going along story.
The reason I really like the Iron Fist book, aside from the reasons enumerated by my colleague here, is that it takes the noir aesthetic and puts it in the superhero realm in a really fresh and interesting way.
Totally unexpected. You would not picture that in a martial arts book.
It's a lot like if Dragon Ball Z was not lame and not for kids. Joss Whedon, for anyone who has been living under a rock for the last 10 years or so, or possibly doesn't have the internet, is the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, as well as the greatest science fiction TV show of all time, Firefly. Joss Whedon and John Cassidy did an amazing run on the Astonishing X-Men for Marvel. I would say it's the best X-Men read ever. Not that I've read every X-Men book ever put out, because nobody could. But I've read the good ones, and this is better.
I don't even remember why I picked this up, but 2 issues in, I was just joining the Joss Whedon chorus, screaming hallelujah. You're right, he took these characters that were getting old, stale, overworked, cliche, and he just really kind of brought a new perspective to them. And he made the whole thing really character-driven. The dialogue is sharp. The story itself, I thought was pretty good. Puts the fun back in these bizarre intergalactic stories that the X-Men used to do. And he made Wolverine a supporting character, which is just not only the gutsiest thing to do, but it really works in this context.
Anyone who read X-Men when they were younger and kind of gave it up because it started getting stupid, you were right, it did get stupid, but pick up Astonishing X-Men by Joss Whedon, you won't be sorry.
It takes all the stuff that you liked about it and gets rid of all the junk.
All right. Thanks to Bram for joining me for this inaugural run of the panel on the Santa Fe Reporter channel. And I'm just going to recap real quick, and we'll get out of here. Umbrella Academy from Dark Horse Comics. Iron Fist from Marvel Comics. Astonishing X-Men. Really good. And that's it for the panel.